Really? Scoot over that way. My hand cold?
Because you stretching me.
Stop! What's up, y'all? Welcome back to this week's episode of Finding Like After a Failed Love Attempt.
We just went over this.
I just said, what's up, y'all?
Welcome back to Single Mom's Memoirs.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll just do it like that. Sit down. What's up, and welcome back.
You in. You said, what's cracking, and welcome back to Single Mom's Memoirs. This week's topic is finding like after love. We just went over it.
Memoirs.
Oh, God. Okay, all right. Take one. What's cracking, y'all? Welcome back to a Single Mom's Memoir. This episode is about finding like after a failed love attempt. So we've all been in a position where we thought we loved someone, and then afterwards we went to try another relationship, and it didn't really work because we didn't really know who the heck we were. But before we get all the way into that topic, how do y'all know if y'all like somebody?
Honestly, we gotta talk for at least like 2 weeks, 2 weeks or 3 weeks at least.
Okay, so
I can get to know you and your personality.
Okay, so 2 or 3 weeks determines when you like someone.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you?
It just depends on energy for me. You can't be like dry. You know what I mean?
So what's dry?
Boring.
Does she have to like the same things that you like?
No. She just gotta match my energy.
She gotta have a whole bunch of potential.
Potential? Your potential could be different from her potential.
Exactly.
So what's your potential?
I'm gonna give you my kinetic.
To what?
Energy.
Okay. Well, I got the number to Nicor. Do you want to use that? Okay, so how long do you guys talk to a girl before you decide that you want her to be your girlfriend?
The most I can go is a month. The least I can go is 2 weeks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't even know grown men. They take longer than that. I was talking to a guy for 2 years.
Talking.
Damn! Talking.
Oh, y'all are weird.
It wasn't even date. It wasn't. Oh, we're weird?
Yes, very.
Who talks for 2 years?
Come on.
And on that note, welcome. What's cracking, y'all? Had to change to get a little bit more comfortable since we talking about some juicy stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I know mine was delicious. I had the biggest food baby in the world. My sister took pictures. I might add them. I don't know. They're a little bit incriminating, so maybe I won't. No, I don't think I will. And I actually learned how to play spades. Yes, I know I should have known by now, but I finally took the time to learn. Don't try to pull my black card. That's my bad. Whatever. So, trying to find like after a failed love attempt. My question is, how come we can't keep the resiliency that children have? Even up to the age of like maybe 16 or 17. Kids bounce back like wonderfully when they're just allowed to be children. How come when we get out of failed relationships, we can't just go not right back into another one, but not be apprehensive of trying to even find another one? Because the heartbreak that I went through, I ain't even gonna lie. It took a long time for me to get to this point. Let's have a little story time. So I was engaged for 7 years. I know, red flags. It was smoking signals. It was carrier pigeons. It was like a whole World War III telling me, hey, this isn't for you. But I went ahead and did it anyway. And what was so ironic about it is that my engagement ring broke in half when I was in cosmetology school. It hit the floor and I was like, well, that's odd. and I still went along with it. Anywho's, then we were married for 3 years. So now it's a total of 10 years together. Okay. After that 3rd year, it wasn't working too well. It wasn't working well at all. So decided to split. So we got a divorce. So then here I am, heart all heavy, the first guy that I've been really in love with, the man that I've had children with, the person that I was completely transparent and vulnerable and all of these things. Why not try it again? So try it again after the divorce. How dumb of you, Camille, I know you're probably saying, but guess what? When you're in love, all is fair in love and war, okay? I really thought it was gonna work out, but it didn't. It actually failed much more miserably than it did the first time. And we have to realize that when you have children and you're going through, can I say a breakup? Like, yeah, basically a breakup for the second time. It's ugly. It always is ugly. But I digress. So, after we split this time, things got drastically ugly. To the point where now it's still currently a war. We'll talk about that later. But, anywho's, I'm saying all this to say that it took me a long time to get to the point where I'm at now. I had to understand what I liked and didn't like in order for me to even try to start dating. So I got a couple of things for y'all to see how we can get over this failed love attempt. You ready? Okay, let's start first with, I gotta look at my notes. You gotta forgive yourself. All the things that you tolerated in the past, or the things that you thought that you shouldn't have dealt with, or the things that you said and you wish you could take back, you have to forgive yourself. Because the harder you are on yourself, the harder it's going to be for you to push past all of your indiscretions or the shortcomings. But those lessons were there for a reason. It happened because it was supposed to happen. Even though it was ugly, it was bad, it was nasty. You don't want to go through it again, but it was there for a reason. You got to go through it. But forgive yourself. First and foremost. Next is time. The amount of time that you take to get over this person, take all the time that you need. No one can tell you, oh, it's been 6 months. Why aren't you over it? Or it's been a year or 2. No one can tell you how fast you can get over anything because you are the one going through it. So why would you take advice from someone who's not in your shoes? However, I will say though, from my experience, you don't want to be single for too long because then you fall into those that rhythm of you being single. So now you're got your bedroom set up with pink and purple stuff and unicorns like mine. And you're not living like you're trying to get a significant other. You have to put yourself in that position where if you're really looking for it, you have to put forth that effort. That's the only way it's going to really work. Take the time you need, but don't take too much time before you stay single. I know that's kind of contradictory, but you see where I'm going with that, right? I hope so. You gotta date yourself. What do you like? What do you not like? Did you only like lobster because your boyfriend and your girlfriend like lobster? Or do you actually just like Oreo cookies in the middle of the night? Well, even though we're in the midst of a pandemic and you can't really go to a lot of the places that you probably would normally go to, like dinner dates or, well, you can do movie in the park and things like that. Well, not now since it's cold as a penguin's butt, but you have to date yourself. Go to these places where you wouldn't normally go. Spend the time on yourself. Spend the money on yourself. It's okay to do that. I'm talking to y'all, but I'm really talking about self at the same time. Date yourself. It's important. My very favorite. Setting your standards or your hard nose. When you're looking for someone, what is it that you just cannot tolerate? For me, it's cigarette smoking, drinking every day, and profusely using profanity, like all the time. If every other word is a profanity, half the time I'm not gonna listen. But set standards for yourself in order for you to date. Now, this is the funny thing, okay? Deviating from those 4 things that we just talked about, right? I tried the whole dating thing. I even did a speed dating event, which was hilarious because I was one of the older folks there. I didn't realize the dating age of the event was between 25 and 30. When I felt so out of place, they were like, "Dang, how old are you?" I was like, "I ain't even old. Like, what?" But the speed dating event was decent. I went with one of my homegirls. That stutter was terrible. I went with one of my homegirls, and we had a blast. Only because we had no expectations of the night, and we just wanted to do something different. So, let's just say it didn't turn out that great because I didn't get a phone number. But girl, remember we did get some free breakfast. Ew. Y'all know women love to eat. Oh shoot. But dating can be difficult and easy at the same time. You just really have to know who you are as a person, what you're looking for, and just realize that all the things that you've done in the past, you can get over that. Don't push your indiscretions on the next person that you're getting ready to talk to or try to start this relationship with, because that way you're already closing yourself off. So, like yourself, forgive yourself. Give yourself time. Date yourself. Shoot. Sometimes you gotta even look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself how sexy you look today, okay? Shoot. Gotta pump up your own head. Holla, okay? But in order for you to get over a failed love attempt, why do I keep saying that? Let's just say a failed relationship. For you to get over this failed relationship, you really just have to get over you. That new person doesn't know anything about your past, and they're only going to put emphasis on things that you emphasize to them. So when you say things like, "Oh, you remind me of my ex," or "Oh, my ex used to do that and I didn't like it," perhaps we should keep those things to ourselves, okay? Because they don't know your ex and they don't know what you've been through, but give them a chance. Literally, them. What's the other best thing I could tell you? Oh, don't move out of fear. Man, don't move in fear. If you come into this thing like, I don't know if this is gonna work, it's probably not gonna work because you already put it in there. You already put it out in the atmosphere. I don't know. Doubt can kill everything. Everything. So, in short, just be like kids. When it's time to do relationships, move like teenagers. Take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. The only reason why I'm saying that is because when you're a teenager, you're fearless, you have no filter, you just go for what you like. And if it works for you, it does. And if it doesn't, it's no big deal. But you still take the time and try it. We're so busy adulting that we forgot that as kids, that's when we had the best time. Why you think when you cut loose and you do some of the things that you used to do when you were younger, you feel so good? The same thing could be applied to your relationships. Just forgive yourself. I mean, that's really just the biggest part about it. Because once you're over yourself, you're open to everything else. And it always works. Always. Keep a positive mindset. And hell, just try. Just try. Oh, last but not least. Last but not least. If you find yourself talking to the same type of people that you say that you don't want to talk to, it's time to reevaluate yourself as well. You can't get into any like phase doing the same things that you were doing from before, because that's just sheer insanity. So those same people that you didn't find yourself attracted to, or that did the things that you weren't really, that you don't really agree with, then it's time to reevaluate. Everyone has issues, but you just have to choose what the issue is that you want to really deal with. So to find out if you like someone, you have to be honest with yourself. So, with that being said, I am currently not dating. I mean, I'm happy with myself. It's still some things that I need to tweak, but there's so many fires in my life right now. I could not possibly ask anyone to be in my corner, because there are some days I'm like, okay, I'm cool. Or some days like, I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't feel like doing anything. So that would be unfair for me to bring someone into that. So I'm still very single, and I'm okay with that. Because single does not mean that you're lonely. Well, that's all I got. That's all I got. However, if there are any stories that you want to share or want to get advice on anything anonymously, you are always welcome to send me an email or to shoot me a DM, and I can share your story on here and give you advice from everybody. And no, not from everyone. It'll just be from me. Girl, get your life. Y'all, I'm ready to end this, and I've done this take probably about 15 times, and I'm just ready. I'm ready to be done. So until next week, where we're talking about Black women in healthcare, y'all stay tuned. Manifest daily.